Hey there, happy doers. It's Heather Patterson with another episode of Happier at Work. This week, my tip for you is all about celebration. I want you to celebrate your accomplishments, your wins, you're getting results, you're solving problems, you're figuring it out. Your big wins and your little wins too. What we'll often do is we'll set these lofty goals. We'll set these goals and we go, and we're marching towards these goals. And we might meet them and then it's on to the next. Now, if we just pause, even for an hour, sometimes a half day or even a full day, sometimes 3 or 4 days, to really bask in our accomplishments, our achievements, really recognize the contributors and the people who helped us get there, well, then that can be really affirming, right? So you're celebrating your accomplishments, you're recognizing the results that you are getting, but you're also honoring and affirming, giving those people who contributed a sense of purpose. They feel that their work is more worthwhile. And some people will need that. Not everyone needs that, but some people do. So by celebrating your results and celebrating your accomplishments, your wins, you're able to give in that way. Now, celebrating something that's taken a lot of time, maybe warrants a larger celebration. Some companies will go all out. I've been really honored and thankful to work for companies who've been able to take us on retreats and do really elaborate celebrations. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be elaborate, or it doesn't need to be expensive. One of the most common and most simple ways of celebrating together is over a meal. This could be a meal at a favorite restaurant. Perhaps you do business with a restaurant vendor where you could also honor them in that relationship. It could mean a potluck style where everyone's gathered around and you're sharing and learning about each other's favorite cuisines and things like that, and their talents or lack thereof for cooking. Celebrating wins does not need to be elaborate or expensive. It can be little rituals or routines that your team makes up. It's unique to them or you that makes the celebration special. For example, I used to work at a place where the sales team would ring a bell when they closed a new account. I don't think that's too uncommon. But what about the team that I learned of, an accounting department, collections specifically, that would play a happy song when they made a receivable? Or there were a team of engineers that I worked with, and when they were able to break through some of their coding hiccups and challenges, they called out a code word. I'm blanking on what that was, and everyone would just do a little hurrah in the office. It was very fast, and it was specific to them. It was part of their culture, almost like a sports team or some of the military agencies that have their own little cheers and hurrahs. Again, like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be expensive or elaborate. It just has to be. So there's so many things that you can do to celebrate your wins, and I encourage you to do them in those big wins, those things that you've been working hard on for a long time, but also those day-to-day wins. I encourage you to really take time out for those little accomplishments as well. Here's the thing about celebrating. This is not going to come natural to everyone. And you know what? That is okay. See, we're all different, and some of us are more naturally inclined to praise, recognize, celebrate others than some other people that we work with. I challenge you, if this does not come natural to you, then maybe try getting out of your comfort zone. You might be surprised. You might actually be good at this. You just haven't lived it out yet. If celebrating wins and accomplishments is so far away from who you naturally are, then I encourage you to find someone who it does come naturally with. You can then assign them to lead the effort and make sure we're celebrating our wins and accomplishments. What will happen is they'll get that extra added responsibility, which many of us desire and want, and you get to know that this area of that workplace happiness equation is being met, and you don't have to worry about it. I'll leave you with this. What is a big win coming up on the horizon that you can celebrate? Start dreaming, start thinking, start talking with your team about what you will do when you meet that goal. And what can you do each day to celebrate the little wins that happen along the way? Thank you so much for joining. Have a happy day.